Well, this kind of game just kind of sums up the Blue Jays season as a whole. Now, what do I mean by that? First off, Jays lose 7-2 to the L.A Angels and end their 4-game win streak. And it was a whole bunch of grossness tonight. What do I mean by that? Well, it started in the very first inning, J-Happ clean inning. We're like, okay, that's rare. We moved to the second inning. The umpire, I mean, from being at the game, it looked shaky, the calls. I don't know if it was like that on TV, but from what it looked like J-Happ was getting squeezed hard, therefore getting the bases loaded, giving up a hit, then walking about. I think he walked in a run as well. You know, he gave up the single to Cowart and then walked Mike Trout with the bases loaded to score a run. That right there put the Jays in an early 2-0 hole. Now, 2-0 is doable. However, the Jays could not, and I mean could not, figure out Parker Bridwell. This guy was just dealing with the Jays. But the one thing I've been preaching this entire season, first pitch strikes. You saw this guy was pounding the strike zone left and right. He was throwing strike after strike after strike. You know, he did a really, really good job. I'm not knocking the kid. I think he did a fantastic job on the mound tonight. But you got to go into this game expecting strikes. Going into it in a bat, expecting strikes. You look at, okay, all right. How did Russell Martin, I mean, I'm going late in the game. The 8th inning, Jays are down 3, I think it's 3-0 or 4-0. Russell Martin singles to right. How many pitches did Russell Martin see that at bat? 1. He saw the pitch, he liked it, he hit it. And he hit it hard to his alley, which is the opposite field. They had their chances. Not a lot of chances, but they did have chances. I think there were runners on the corners, 2 out. Kendrys Morales at the dish, flies out. The big moment in the 8th inning, again, runners on the corners, 2 out. Josh Donaldson at the plate, and he's out. And he gets out. And I think right there, Blue Jay fans are like, ugh, that was our chance. I mean, that's the way I was feeling there. I'm like, this is the chance right here we're going to get close in this game. And you can't do anything with it. Again, story of the Blue Jays season. You get an okay start, kind of an inconsistent start. Good 1 inning, rough another inning. Good another inning, rough another inning. J-Happ does go 6 innings, however, giving up only 5 hits, 3 runs, but walks 4. Now, I'm not saying that's all J-Happ's fault, the 4 walks, but I can't tell. You guys are going to have to help me out with that, people who watched it on TV and saw the pitch tracker strike zone thing. All right, let me know what the strike zone was like. And let me know what you guys thought about that. But, I mean, Justin Smoke hit a smoke bomb. But, I mean, really, it was 7-1 at the time. It really didn't matter. You know, and the story of this team's season. They can't get the big clutch hits, for that matter. They can't get the clutch hits. They can't hit them with runners in scoring position. They're starting pitching. Meh. And their bullpen, mainly Chris Smith, was meh in his outing. So it was kind of a mix of everything for the Jays, and also a bit of bad luck too. I'm not going to say it was just bad luck they lost this game, but they were hitting a lot of balls hard right at guys. And you look at some of the Angels hits, reaching for it, slapping like tough hits. Blooper dropping in right inside the line. I think it was Escobar getting a base hit in the, I forgot which inning that was in. Okay, maybe he didn't get a base. Oh, yeah, yes, he did. That was in the 9th inning. He literally reached for it and pulled it down the line. Barely got any juice on it, but enough to keep it like that much fair. The Blue Jays couldn't get that break. Hitting a line drive right at Cole Calhoun. Hitting the ball deep like Morales. Right to the warning track. Deep in the warning track, but just not enough. And that's what happened. It sucks to see this team play so well over the last 4 games and then watch this, the story of the, 103 games we've seen so far. as a whole. But it's one loss. Now, I understand this team is far from making a playoff spot, but we want to see this team win. We want to see this team do well, just because we're Jays fans. We don't want to watch them suck. I mean, if you're thinking rebuild and you're thinking that kind of stuff, then maybe you are feeling that way. But we want to see this team actually play well because we know what they can do. And it doesn't help that Troy Tulowitzki goes down. It didn't look good. He was diagnosed with a sprained right ankle, but who knows how that's going to end up. It kind of reminds me, if you guys remember back, I think it was like a couple of years ago now, to the Edwin Encarnacion injury when he stepped on first base and rumbled and tumbled down the line because I don't know how long he was out. He was out a while. But it looks like Troy Tulowitzki won't be in the lineup anytime soon. Looks like it might be a DL stint. I'm not sure. We'll find that out eventually. But what's going to happen now? Like, everything that could have gone wrong for the Blue Jays today went wrong. Possibly in a bad strike zone from the umpire. Some not lucky hits. Some lucky hits for the other team. Tulowitzki going down. And not getting your clutch hits. A mix of everything for the Jays, and it just sucked. But they look to rebound tomorrow as, well, it looks like Francisco Lariano is getting the start tomorrow, all right, against Yusmeiro Petit, all right. He is on the mound for the Angels. It's from what I'm reading here, that's what it looks like. And then Jesse Chavez versus Cesar Valdez in the finale, which is Sunday afternoon. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. Do I want this team to win? Of course. Will they win? I got no idea. Frustrating, though. After a 4-game win streak to see that. Ugh. It just sucked, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this video, hey, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. Again, what do you guys think of this game as a whole? Do you agree with me in the whole sense of this was the Blue Jays season in a whole as of 103 games? What do you think of Tulowitzki's injury, the umpire strike zone in the very first few innings, or the entire game for that matter? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow, I guess, early afternoon, or I guess we'll talk to you in the afternoon as the Jays look to get back in the win column after a loss, because that's the big thing. You win 4, you lose 1, what's next? Do you come back and win 3 and 4, or do you lose 2, lose 3 in a row? That's what we got to wait and see. Talk to you guys then.